Paul Kagame's Rwanda is once again at a crossroads. On one side stands the state, firm, watchful, and unapologetic. On the other hand, a woman who has refused to be silenced, a woman who has paid the price for asking questions many fear to whisper. This is the story of Victoire Ingabire, Umuhoza, and what the world witnessed this week in the Kigali courtroom is more than just a legal proceeding. It is a political reckoning veiled in political gymnastics. On July 15, 2025, Victoire Ingabire, alongside her co-accused 9 friends, Rwanda's most prominent opposition figure, appeared before a Kigali judge. Most of these young people were members of political parties and activists who basically did nothing. The hearing was supposed to be procedural, a simple matter of bail, but it turned out into a 5-hour spectacle, revealing the sharp edges of Rwanda's political machinery. Now, there are 6 count charges against Victoire and her friends, and they are as follows. Number 1, forming a criminal organization. The criminal organization they're talking about here is DAO for 9, which is basically a political party that the government itself has refused to register and refused to recognize as a political party, for reasons best known to them. The second charge against Ingabire and her friends are inciting civil unrest. I do not know how many times Victoire and her friends have incited civil unrest, but Paul Kagame needs to realize that civil disobedience to a tyrannical government is the right of every citizen. Public protest is the right of every citizen in a democracy. Number 3 is conspiracy against the government. I do not know how that works, but Paul Kagame's Rwanda will let us know in due time. The fourth one is spreading false information abroad. How is Victoire and her friends spreading false information abroad? The world is seeing what's happening in Rwanda, and people must speak about it. Victoire and her friends alone cannot tell the world what is happening. So maybe Paul Kagame can charge the entire world for talking about what's happening in Rwanda. The fifth one is organizing illegal demonstrations. Like we said before, demonstrations, protests, of course non-violent demonstrations, are part and parcel of a democracy. If Paul Kagame does not understand that, then he may go back to wearing his military fatigue and continue as a rebel leader. And number 6, they said spreading rumors. These 6 charges sound like gossip. All of these are just for words spoken, messages shared, ideas exchanged. The prosecution leans heavily on audio recordings and the testimony of a former associate, Boniface Nzabandora, who claims Ingabire was laying the groundwork for public mobilization. Whatever is inspiring Boniface to see what he's saying, perhaps he feels threatened or he has been threatened and directed to say whatever he's saying, we do not know. But as time goes on, we'll definitely find out. The defense lawyer for Ingabire and her 9 co-accused did a very good job. Let's not forget, this is not her first time in the dock. In 2010, she returned from exile in the Netherlands to contest the presidency, armed with words, not weapons, not even a kitchen knife. She was arrested, convicted of genocide ideology, and served 8 years. A presidential pardon freed her in 2018. But now, she's back in handcuffs, with history threatening to repeat itself. What made this week's hearing even more contentious was her chosen legal team. A group of Kenyan lawyers were barred from representing her. The Rwandan Bar Association have rejected temporary accreditation of Kenyan lawyers, citing lack of reciprocity with Kenya. Ingabire protested in court. She said, "I agreed to appear in court, but my right to choose my defense was denied." To many observers, it wasn't just about lawyers, it was about control. For those who do not have an idea of what is going on, Victoire is saying she doesn't have any belief in Rwandan lawyers to defend her case. So she wants lawyers who will not be under the influence of the Rwandan government to represent her. And it's understandable because right now, everyone in Rwanda is scared of Paul Kagame and would not want to do anything to be in his bad books. So what she's saying is real and should be looked into. The world is watching. In Brussels, in Paris, in Berlin, Rwanda exiles and human rights defenders are protesting. They are calling this what it is, political persecution. Human Rights Watch and other NGOs have criticized the charges as vague, recycled, and strategically timed to silence a growing political voice. President Paul Kagame's government has long been hailed for stability and development, but beneath the gleaming and glamorous street of Kigali, a darker truth lingers: the systematic erosion of political dissent. From Paul Rusesabagina's abduction to Diane Rwigara's arrest, today's crackdown on Ingabire and her 9 co-accused, Rwanda's pattern of justice appears one-sided. So what's next? The court is yet to decide on her bail application. The next court date is on the 18th, that's tomorrow. If she's granted bail, it would mark a rare de-escalation. If denied, Ingabire may remain in detention for months or even years, while awaiting trial on charges many call politically charged and legally hollow. Whether you agree, Victoire herself once said, democracy does not grow in silence. Whether I agree with her politics or not, her courage to speak, to organize, to stand trial, again raises a fundamental question. Can Rwanda embrace the voice it disagrees with, or will it continue to jail them? As this case unfolds, remember, this isn't just about one woman, it's about the soul of a nation, and whether justice in Rwanda serves truth or power. This is Fix Africa News Network. Please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth African political coverage. Hit the bell icon to get updates on this case and more from across the continent.